The controversial Central Maine Power Transmission Line project through western Maine has captivated our state. And just 2 weeks before Mainers head to the polls, we're getting you the information you need to know. Good evening, everyone. I'm Zach Blanchard. Tonight, CENTER Maine hosted a forum with speakers on both sides of Question 1. CENTER Maine's Sean Stackhouse has a recap.
Their corridor is a bad deal for Maine.
Question 1 sets a dangerous precedent.
There's a lot of noise surrounding Question 1, but we are cutting through it.
Can I speak at a bit of a higher level about this?
Leaders advocating for and against the controversial CMP Corridor project laying out their arguments just 2 weeks before Mainers get out to vote on its future.
It will help us meet our clean energy goals and displace more than 3 million metric tons of carbon.
They talk about climate change. I would note to all of you, if you look at the governor's climate change report, nowhere in there is mentioned the New England Clean Energy Collect.
Activists on both sides focused on the environmental impact of the hydropower transmission line.
It will bring such enormous economic impact at the same time reducing climate emissions.
Those opposed to the corridor criticized the lack of a third-party environmental impact study.
Had we done one, we would have known whether these numbers are real.
The Yes on One campaign also critical of how CMP received approval for its lease to build on public lands.
CMP violated the Maine Constitution by deciding to go over our public lands without getting approval from the legislature.
The state came back to us after their analysis, which is included in a memo from Andy Cutco about how the process they went through. In the end, they awarded us the lease that allowed us to put together the rest of the corridor.
Speakers also debated the retroactive measures included in Question 1.
This referendum goes to 2014 because that's when CMP entered into this lease over public lands in violation of the Maine Constitution.
Yes on One argues the retroactive measures only impact the corridor. No on One says otherwise.
Retroactivity provision also applies to any type of transmission project of this kind anywhere in the state back to 2020. Is that a fair interpretation?
And the only one it's going to affect is the CMP corridor.
A debate that will surely continue until Mainers cast their ballots. Sean Stackhouse, CENTER Maine.